Hey guys, welcome to the Gaming X. Today we're going to be taking a look at our first match on PLAYERUNKNOWNS BATTLEGROUNDS for the Xbox One. We'll discuss some of our first brief impressions and our top 5 tips for first time players. First though, we're excited to announce a competition. Now somehow we ended up with 2 copies, so we're giving one away. All you need to do is visit the link in the description below and enter some basic details. The winner will be announced on December 18th, and this competition is open worldwide. So on to the game. We managed to survive to the last 12 with only 1 kill. Remember, this game is a marathon, not a sprint. Your role is simple. Scour the environment for supplies and weaponry, starting with nothing, and be the last man standing. You're going to come across weaponry, armor, medkits, and vehicles. So when you first load PLAYERUNKNOWNS on the Xbox, you'll be greeted with a character customization screen. While basic, do remember this is a preview title, so it's good to see something here. You will have a choice of male or female with roughly 6 face choices, 6 hairstyles, and 6 hair colours. Now remember, preview means this is still in development, so it's nice to see something basic in place. Once you enter your first game, you enter the lobby, and this is where you truly start to realise the scale of this game. This is 60 to 100 players fighting to the last man standing, and they are surrounding you. It's really amazing to see. We did have some concerns at first with the lobby because there was a lot of pop-in and textures were naturally not loading in correctly, but once we got into the game we did see that this calmed down considerably. Every match will start with you in a plane ready to parachute down at your choice, and this brings us to our first tip. This is a race to the ground. We were greeted almost immediately with players around us, so take in the sights another time. Push up on the joystick and get to the ground as quickly as possible if you want the best gear. Our next tip is to always remember the effects of your actions. What do we mean? Well, naturally gunfire and loud vehicles are gonna give you away, but always be thinking smaller. Let me give you some examples. All doors are closed in the game, we know this, so make sure you close them on entry, else it's going to be a red flag for someone tailing you. Don't park your vehicle next to your destination. You might as well scream "I'm here," and that's the exact mistake we made. Finally, even your clothing will have an impact. For example, the boots you wear. They are much noisier than a barefoot approach. Next, rewire your brain. We've all grown accustomed to first-person shooters holding our hands, and that's not the case here. I strongly suggest anyone picking this up does a quick Google search and memorises what they can of the controls. How you might even want to print a copy off. This is about as complicated as Xbox controls get. What kept tripping us up though was a simple feature we've been spoilt with over the years: auto reload. It doesn't exist here. You need to manually reload every single time, so make sure you keep your eye on that ammo or you're going to face instant death. Finally, first person mode. Hit RB and you will enter the first person viewpoint. While we wouldn't suggest this in vehicles or traversing the environment as it doesn't give you the best field of view, this is a great tool for indoor environments. It was quick to allow us a comfortable viewpoint in the tight confined spaces, and it's going to help you with picking up weaponry and supplies, and it allows you to avoid any misfired shots where scenery blocks them. The game actually features a red dot as a warning when you're misaimed, but third person mode kept blocking our view. So generally, talking about the game itself, we had a lot of fun on this first playthrough. It was very different to what we expected, and it's definitely going to take us some time to get used to it. It definitely has a very sharp difficulty spike. As you can tell, the game isn't even out yet, and we could see that players were already multiple matches in. The graphics, while not fantastic, are definitely impressive on the scale, and considering this is a preview game, we did experience some pop-in, but generally the environment worked very well and we was able to use it effectively. Everything worked. Finally, the sound, and the sound really is fantastic here. One thing we did notice with the sound though was it's from the direction your camera is facing and not from the direction your player is facing. It's going to be important to remember if you're using headphones and you hear footsteps on the left hand side, just be aware that's the left hand side of the camera. So guys, we're going to be reviewing this on December 18th, and again we've got that giveaway taking place right now. Visit the link below in the description, get your entries in, and we look forward to seeing you on the next Gaming X.